Zach Pack. Welcome back to Zach Talks Tech. Now, I know this is a little bit different setup than what you guys are normally used to seeing. I've got all the lights on here, whatnot. This is kind of a fan requested or requested from you guys. You guys wanted to see a tour of my space here and how I have things set up and all the different things I have in here and, you know, how this organized chaos basically works for myself. So come along with me. We're going to record everything here on the Huawei Mate 20 Pro along with my gimbal here and give you guys an idea. Links for everything I kind of point out or you see on the screen will be down below in the description there, so go ahead and check it out and let's get on with it. Alright, and here we go. This is what the studio looks like when all the lights are on. So let's kind of start over in this corner here, I guess. This room is actually a former guest room. We used to use this as a guest room, and I basically converted it into what you see now with, you know, everything that we're going to go through here with the couch and everything, and the desks and all the gear and everything. So let's go through it and give you guys a better idea of what I'm surrounded with. When you first walk into the studio here, I've basically got this old school trunk here. It's kind of a family heirloom, if you will. And I don't know really what's inside of it. Just a lot of odds and ends and things like that. And it's just kind of taking up residence right here. But I am going to be moving it because it does block access over into this kind of cubby hole here, where I keep a lot of tripods and things like that. In fact, this cubby hole would probably be really good for that arcade 1-up game that I'm going to be assembling here pretty quick. Right next to that, this right here is kind of my charging station. So you can see down here, I got various plugins and things like that. I got this main base charger right here. You can see with the different plugins. Over on this side over here, there are some USB plugins and things like that, as well as some other pieces of gear here. I've got a new Sony microphone here, and basically, you know, some new things I need to set up here for basically the microphone setup here for the studio. I haven't gotten around to setting up yet, but hopefully I can get around to that soon. Right next to that, we're gonna have basically the microphone setup, as you guys can see here. So from top to bottom, we got a Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, goes all the way down here to the floor, and basically that's just out of the way of the frame of the video, capturing my voice. This is just a regular umbrella light. These are usually pretty cheap on Amazon. You can pick them up. You can pick up a pair of them probably for around $100 or so. Fairly easy to use. And then this right down here is what I like to call organized chaos. So there's a lot of things going on here on this desk. So first and foremost, there's my iPad Pro. I've been using it a lot lately for doing thumbnails and doing a little bit of video editing. Wonderful, wonderful device. I'll have a further review for it soon. And then we got some extra drives here and things like that. This is my T5 drive here. This is everything having to do with Zach Talks Tech is in there. You got to have a lint brush because, you know, you got to look good on camera there. And then this is my camera setup right here. This is a A6500 with a Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens on there and a monitor right here. The monitor is basically used for framing up and, you know, making sure everything's in focus. And what I do is I raise this desk up to, you know, about head height. There's an adjustment, and basically turn it on, and away we go. So that's, you know, what you guys mainly see. I usually stand right about here, and then of course you guys see basically all this back here. Of course, we'll get back to this stuff here in just a second. So let's go back over to the desk. So going back over to the desk, this is a MacBook Pro 2017, you know, with terabyte drive, 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's not as advanced as the new 2018 versions, but it does get me by. And then I have it connected via USB-C, a single cable, to this monitor right here. This is a 35-inch widescreen, ultra widescreen monitor, and this allows me to do so much on here. If you're a creator and you're using something like Final Cut or Premiere or whatever, I would totally recommend getting a widescreen monitor. It just totally helps with the timeline and organizing and everything like that. I try to keep my desktop here, as you can see on the computer here, as clean as possible, but it doesn't always happen. So down here on the desk, you guys are going to find just various little things here and there. I've got a portable charger I use all the time. There's my iPhone XR. Notebook here, I write down all my notes. I'm old school like that. You know, I got pads of paper, things like that, business cards, things like that. Here's where I normally keep all the phones that I'm currently reviewing or going through. So we got the Pixel 3 here, OnePlus 6T, and the Razer phone. Got a couple wireless chargers here, couple combs, couple beard combs, hair combs, things like that. This is the MX Master 2S mouse you guys have probably heard all about. Seems to be the mouse of choice of a lot of creators. I like it a lot. And there's the leather Nomad mouse pad that I did a review on earlier. I'll leave a link for that for you guys down below. This is the Logitech K811 wireless or Bluetooth keyboard. I like it because it's nice and small. I can move it out of the way real quick. It's nice and lightweight. It's backlit. The battery seems to last quite a while. And just other little controllers. This little controller right here actually controls the lights that I have in the ceiling. I'm not using any fancy lights up in the ceiling here. I'll show you guys. So up over here, just two regular, you know, A19 type bulbs that are up here. And basically I can change those out by using this little controller here. Very simple. I'll leave a link for these down below. You can usually buy like a 4-pack for around 25 bucks. So if, you know, money is a kind of an issue or price point's kind of an issue, I would recommend going that way if you're looking for color changing lights rather than doing something like the Philips Hue. Seems to be the economic way to go. Then I've got my headphones right here. These are the Soundcore noise cancellation Bluetooth headphones from Anker right here. Really like those. If I don't use those, then I use the KZ in-ear monitors right here. Again, I'll leave links for those both down below. So I've got a choice of those. And then I've got my microphone right here. This is the Blue Yeti. This is on a shock mount here, then a Rode arm right here. Again, I'll leave links for those all down below. And basically, you know, cord runs back here, all the way back into the MacBook Pro. You guys can see down here. You guys can see that little gray box there. It's a Satechi adapter right there. Allows us to plug in multiple things, living that dongle life. This right here is my Lumix G7. It's kind of a glorified webcam now. I don't use it for much except for doing the webcam thing when I'm doing the podcast or live video basically. So basically I've got it hooked up to a static power supply here, so a constant power supply. And then coming out here, we got mini HDMI to the cam link right here. Cam link right here, and then that plugs in into the USB-C right here. Of course, I've got a little adapter on here so that everything hooks in. Of course, back here I also have my modem and my Luma Wi-Fi mesh network node right there. So that's everything that's kind of on the desk there. Again, this is a sit-standing desk, so I can position this from, you know, from standing up to sitting down kind of thing. Fairly simple. I did a previous, you know, review on this desk, putting together and things like that. I'll leave a link for it down below for you guys. You guys go ahead and check that out. If you do go for a standing desk, I do recommend you also get a standing mat as well. It will help with the circulation on your feet and just make it more enjoyable when you're standing up. This is the chair that I use from AK Racing. I got this as a demo unit, so I saved a whole bunch of money on it. This is their Max line right here. So it's a lot wider. It's meant to hold a lot more weight. Super comfortable. It does go all the way back. I really enjoy it. I like the colors. Definitely check them out if you're looking for a bigger or wider chair. I've had this one since July or so and really am enjoying it. Moving on, here's something that you guys don't see a lot of. This is basically where I keep a lot of boxes. I like to keep the boxes for certain products in case I ever decide to sell them off or you know, give them away to friends or family or whatever. So I keep everything pretty much. Plus, I also like the look of some boxes and things like that as well. So I keep a lot of that stuff here, and it just kind of starts to take up space and everything. So I do need to kind of clear this out a little bit. This brings us over to the phone dresser, I guess, if you will. Again, it's just an old dresser here. I'll kind of back up so you guys can see. And basically, I've kind of repurposed it for keeping my current devices and things like that. Devices I currently own. So there's a OnePlus 6 here. There's a Vivo UD. There's a Vivo Nex here. We got a Galaxy S9. Again, all the boxes and things like that here. So kind of keep everything kind of organized and looking good. Inside the drawers here, I basically got a lot of accessories and a lot of cases, things like that. Nothing real special. So, things that have been sent to me, things that I've purchased, those basically take up all those drawers right there. And I go through it about once or twice a year and kind of get rid of things here and there. Up on the wall, I've got the Revenge of the Jedi poster. That was the original title. Then, of course, they renamed it to Return of the Jedi. Moving over here, I got my lava lamp here. This is one of those Philips Hue lights here. Hue Go light, basically, and it's plugged in. It's working on the network there. I can control the lights there. Whatever colors I want. Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace poster. Got a fan right here for in the summer when it gets kind of warm. Then moving over here, we've got the first of many lightsabers. I'll go through that in a second here. But I wanted to show you guys the Star Wars posters really quickly here. So, got a signed poster here, or a signed photo, I should say, here from James Earl Jones and Dave Prowse. Dave Prowse played the body of Darth Vader. James Earl Jones, as you guys know, did the voice. And coming back out. Again, episode 4, episode 5, episode 6. And we've got my Ultra Sabers. So if you guys want to learn more about Ultra Sabers, what they're all about, I'll leave a link for a playlist for you guys. Go ahead and check them out. These are not plastic toys or anything. They are full-on metal. They are quite bright when they are lit up. And yes, they do make sounds and everything like that. So go ahead and turn this one off. I'll give you guys an example here. We'll lock that in.
Confirmed.
Okay. And you guys have seen these lit up obviously in the background of my videos and things like that. So lots of fun with those. And that brings us over to the couch. So here is the red couch. It does convert into a small double bed, I guess. And, my cat likes to sleep basically on the corner here a lot. Here's something you guys don't see a lot of. My assortment of Zach Talks Tech, hoodies and t-shirts and things like that. So basically I go through here and I kind of pick the shirt that I'm going to wear for the video and basically run with it that way. Zach Talks Tech, pillows right here. And that brings us over to what I call the B-roll desk, or where I film a lot of the product shots and things like that for my videos. So on this desk here, I have kind of a couple different stages of how things work. On the left side here, I've got a lot of products and things like that that I might be working on for the future, upcoming videos, things like that. So I've got the Bleak headphones coming up here, PlayStation Classic, got some cases here from Tudia, things like that. And then I've got some things in the background here. You guys have seen this before. Different lights and plants and things like that. Different tripods, things like that. I do a lot of my unboxings and whatnot with this right here. This is the Sony AX53 camcorder. I like using a camcorder because of the quick focus. It's basically turn on and go kind of thing. Got a mic up there facing myself in case I do want to record into the audio. And basically, I just kind of clear out whatever space I need right down here and start recording. This right here is the Andor dolly right here rig. You guys have seen a lot of videos on that. I know that Jeff from El Jefe Reviews uses that as well. Coming back around. And again, just more things and more stuff. Just lots of stuff. And to light that all up, I've got another umbrella light right here. You guys can see. Basically, I open this up. And I basically position it back in this corner here at the end of the desk. And I position that down. And of course, I've got another light right here that I'll turn on. So make sure I get plenty of good lighting that way. I haven't exactly decided what I'm going to do with this little cubby hole here. For now, it's just kind of holding some little trinkets and things like that. This is a very simple desk to put together. Anybody could really do this. I think it cost me in total about 70 bucks to put together. You got 2 of those Alex drawers from IKEA along with one of their countertops. Put that on top and away you go kind of thing. Very simple. Those Alex drawers are really simple to put together. So I would definitely recommend them. This is a wobble chair from Anthrodesk, and it just forces you to kind of sit up straight and use your core to kind of hold yourself up properly. Of course, I sit on that when I'm doing my videos over here, which is quite nice. But yeah, there's kind of a look at the studio here. Hopefully you guys have a better idea of what kind of goes on in here and what I have all around me. It's a total geek den. It's a total nerd, nerd cave, and I absolutely love it. I love the way it's kind of come together. I do need to put up some more sound dampening panels up on this wall here to help out. So I will be putting that up along with a mural Star Wars poster eventually. So, there's still things being added. You guys can see up here, got some Star Wars artwork as well. Gonna be putting a few more pieces up here. Hopefully I'll get some more for Christmas and hopefully kind of continue along the wall here. So that's it. That's the studio and the geek den, I guess, if you want to call it that. Let me know if you guys have any questions. What do you guys think? Let me know down inside the comment section there if you guys have any questions about anything you saw. As usual, guys, if you've enjoyed the content, please leave a thumbs up. Think about hitting that subscribe button as well. Leave me a hashtag ZachPack down in the comment section there. You're a part of my ZachPack, and I'm glad you're here. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Cheers.